mountain biking's not juicy. Right, ready?
Yes, go.
You judged me. Why are you judging on this one all the
It's all
time?
about judging. Isn't it weird when you get judged? See, it's not good. It's not good.
Just to say,
Blimey,
I don't know.
that's blown me out of the water. Everything I was thinking about on the way here is like, oh, Martin's just took a big dump on that.
Other riders have won things they should not have won. You guys are winging it.
No,
Well, who? You sometimes and him sometimes. Welcome to this week's Dirt Shed Show with Blake Sampson.
And Mr. Ashton.
And Blake, check this out. Special guest, we've got Chopper over on the couch.
Chopper!
Chopstick, how's it going?
Great to be here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's very cool to have you here. And it's a good week to be here for you because, Blake, what are we talking about this week?
We're talking about our judged events. Bull.
Well, this is, I tell you what, guys, I think we're going to fall out here, right? Because the reason we're talking about this is that...
He's a judge.
Did you watch the Olympics? Did you watch the snowboarding Olympics?
I did.
This guy won gold medal, but clearly he didn't have the winning run. The guy who got silver did, right? But the guy who got gold had a fantastic story that got him to the event. You know, he'd overcome cancer and then laid down this amazing run. And a lot of people think he got a bit of sympathetic voting. Right, and I think, right, well, what do you guys think about
sympathetic voting as in
the judge? The judges thought, wow, that's amazing. They got overtaken by the great vibes that this run got, because it was amazing. It was easily the silver run medal, but it wasn't the gold run medal. But he got gold.
See, that's not really what a judge's job, is it?
But we're all human, Chop. We're all human.
I understand that, but you can't be too biased when you're in the judge. When you're on the judge panel and you're judging, you got to forget. You got to put all that behind you and just focus on what.
You're talking nonsense, right? Because you judges are all biased.
He is a judge.
Tell me he's been a judge, but he's been judged, right? What I'm saying is, you guys telling me you haven't ridden in one of your dirt jump events with 2 people watching in the audience and like a Freeride event and not had a really soft bit of voting that got you through to the final when you shouldn't have really been there. That's never happened.
No, that has never happened because both me and Blake are pretty good.
Yes,
no
what he said.
Way.
No, really good, yeah.
Way.
I know, that's true.
It is true.
How could you, Blake, look at me and lie like that? There's no way you haven't been on the good side of some voting and on other days, the bad side. Chop, you're telling me with your aggro attitude, right, at a competition, Mr. Competitive, right? Yeah. You're not saying that you got judged once and went, you are kidding me! Oh, I booted your helmet!
I've done exactly, and the reason why I was doing that back then was because I wasn't judged properly, because I know as a rider what I had to do to win.
But now everything's
now I'm fixing that problem for the people that deserved more.
You're the solution.
Oh no, so there's pity there.
I'm the solution.
Chopper's the solution. I don't agree.
I'm going to do an event with you.
I come from an event where I come from an event much like downhill in cross country and stuff, that there's a very definite scoring system.
Time.
It means you either won or you lost.
Time.
Well, in trials, it's how many times you put your feet on the floor.
Yeah.
You can count them, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not judged, it's literally just fact, and it's all down to you. You guys, you're fakes. None of the results. None of the results mean anything because it's just what a few people thought. But you could have an entirely different bunch of people; they would totally disagree.
Do you know which one I feel like is really biased?
This is good, right?
You are. You are.
Because you guys are getting annoyed now.
Yeah,
I do.
But do you know which one is annoying?
Chopper and Blake are actually getting quite upset about this because you're getting defensive. But you can't argue. The reason you're upset is you know I'm right.
No, I'm getting upset because I don't think you've been educated well enough on it,
there you go.
What, in human beings?
In
biology.
You're right, they are new to me.
But but going back to when
I can't say a word. I don't know.
You can't say a word because you know I'm right, dude. You know I'm right. If events being judged, like basically Brandon Semenek is generally thought to have won most events, but maybe lost some of them, actually.
Well, actually, he won most.
All right, maybe Brandon said it. But other riders have won things they should not have won. You guys are winging it.
No,
Well, who? You sometimes and him sometimes.
No,
That's two
I won that fair and
examples.
square, man. I did one more whip than the other.
I just can't. I think you guys can't defend it. It's true. It's just, is there really any... Why can't you come up with a system where you actually get set numbers for each trick?
See, we do have regular conversations with the FMB, Crankworks and all events to try and come up with a formula, but that is more to engage with a bigger audience. As a judge and as a rider, we get it, and that's why we have former riders on the panel, because we get it, right?
It sounds like politics.
It's not. This is not
sounds like
political.
lobby. I
It's just
reckon.
how
I
it
reckon
is.
I could go. I reckon as a disabled athlete, right? I could go at one of your events, do a bit of lobbying before the event with the judges, right? I reckon I could get in the top 3. I reckon I could do it because I've got some charm. I reckon I could turn it on. You guys are doing backhanders.
Yeah,
I know you've done a backhander.
Not yet.
Go on then. Go on, Rampage.
The
Tell us about
Rampage one, I feel like that is biased as hell.
Do you?
That's really hard.
Yeah,
Coming
I
around to
think
my way of thinking.
I don't.
Not only that event.
That's what I don't want to be a part of because I've never ridden it. I understand it from a viewer's point of view why certain people got robbed, but you need to be there in order to really understand. I stand by the judges to a certain extent.
Oh, you're on the fence.
No, only with Rampage.
Yeah, only Rampage.
Only with
I feel
Rampage.
like, no, Rampage is hard, I reckon.
Danny DeVito. Oh no, that's De Niro.
You're fickle.
You're fickle. But yeah, I am sat on the fence when it comes to Rampage because, like, you need to. I've never been there, and from what I've been told, you turn up and you're like, yeah, I like Rampage. You get to the edge and you look over the edge, you'd be like,
You're thinking.
no, I'm going home now.
I'm going home, yeah.
So how?
But
like,
how do you judge that?
How can you judge that?
What's a rider you think was robbed? So just at Rampage.
I personally think, and not because we know him and he's a UK rider, but I do think Brendan's run. Like Brendan can ride the gnarliest stuff.
Yes.
And with Rampage, it's not all about tricks. It's not all about sending big lines. It's about being good on a bike. Yeah. And Brendan showcased all that in his run. And I do feel like that's probably. And even other riders like Tyler McCall, I feel like he's very skillful on a bike as well. And I feel like he sometimes. John.
Actually, his line was.
I'm only going by what I see on the screen. Yeah. And it doesn't look as steep, say, so he probably doesn't have that factor.
And was Seminek's run this year just a great big dirt jump line?
It was a single crown fork, wasn't it? And I think he done a world's, well, not a world's first because
Rampage first,
but a Rampage first and a single crown fork tail whip drop. You've got to, you've got to reward them for something.
I admire the guy,
and that's the same as when Zink did his first giant flat drop flip, and you've got a reward for that.
Let me clarify my point on the judged events, right? Okay, I'm not saying for a moment you guys aren't like incredibly talented, like gifted bike riders. What I don't like is that sometimes the most gifted rider or the rider who's really done the best thing doesn't win. That's just dumb.
Based on someone's
and there's big money involved these days.
Yeah.
And I just think there must be a more calculated way, isn't there?
Yeah, and I see the way you're thinking by introducing like each trick has a value. But then overall impression is out the window. Do you know what I mean? So you added up all those scores and then overall impression is non-existent, and that's what we mostly go by.
I mean, I wouldn't trust you to order a round at the bar. Like, why am I trusting your vote
nor
on
would,
who won
nor
the
would
contest?
but like sometimes, sometimes I do feel like I am not taken seriously, and you're probably right.
We still.
I'm kidding. Right.
Time for the news.
That was Let's definitely go to the news. Okay, here's me doing my official announcement. There's some big news. Discovery have won the rights for the 2023 UCI World Cup Downhill and Cross Country going forward from there for 7 years. Now, that's very exciting, but it's a big change in the sport because it means Red Bull will no longer have the rights to all of that content. but it's really exciting for us because we're actually a part of Discovery. So look for big things happening in mountain biking for us 2023 onwards.
All right, let's stay with the racing now. It's been the Aussie National Champs in Medina this weekend just past, and it was an eventful one. In the downhill, after countless runner-up spots, Connor Fearon took the win on his 150mm travel Forbidden Dreadnought with a 180 boxer up front. Pretty mad when you consider that some downhill bikes are pushing over 200mm these days. Ellie Smith took the win in the women's category, just 0.43 up on Shana Hearn. Bad news for Troy Brosnan though, crashing on a very high speed, undulating straight has resulted in a broken ankle, so it looks like he'll miss round 1 of the season this year in just 4 weeks' time in Lords. As for the XC, it was business as usual for Rebecca McConnell. She took the win by almost 6 minutes to get her 9th consecutive elite national title. She's won an insane amount of national titles now since she was a junior. A really amazing winning streak from an amazing athlete who's punching through on the world stage too. Matthew Dinham clinched it in the men's race with a much tighter gap, just 5.5 seconds up. It was also the Continental American DH Championships where the elite wins were taken by Nico Mulally and Mariana Salazar. New Zealand national champs next weekend. Who have you got pegged for that? Sam Hill has also switched things up, moving from 100% protective gear over to Fox, and Darko Clothing have released their 2022 range with new gravity trousers, colorways on both tops and bottoms, and Canadian distribution as well. There's also a new XC come bikepacking shoe from Physique, the Terra Atlas. Good looking shoe here, that single BOA system and removable toe studs on those as well. American XC racer, 2-time Olympian, and inspiration for many up-and-coming American XC athletes, Leah Davison has today announced her retirement from elite-level racing. She ends a 20-year career on a home round at Snowshoe with some brilliant results behind her. She'll instead be training for lifetime Grand Prix races from now on, 100 to 200-mile events rather than the marathon distance. Closing out with some good news that the Freeride Mountain Bike Association has announced the Red Bull Best Line Women's Contest for 2022, as well as the World Tour Women's Division. FMB bronze and silver events will have the option to host a women's category. The rider with the most points will be crowned champion at the end of the year, and there will be equal prize money as standard. Right, Toph's back with the sickest thing of the week. Let's find out what he's got in store.
Right, this week I want to talk about this sick new edit from Ryan Middleton and Transition Bikes. I told myself I wasn't going to say sick like every 2 seconds, but how sick is this corner/tire slide thing? It's like the sickest thing ever. Ryan is so sick at smashing corners and has to be one of the best like up and coming riders in the UK right now. I think it's crazy how he's able to like hit these like deep leafy ruts and just still keep so much momentum and speed. Like how does he even make riding leads look so cool? There's some amazing clips in here and just like shout outs to the editor, Miles Mallinson, done such a good job with this. I like that line where he like gaps onto the ledge to like open up that corner without like hitting the tree, like that's crazy. So my favorite bit has to be the tables. He does this huge like opposite one-footed one, and then afterwards he does like a regular table, but it's folded. It is just so perfect, like tableaud worthy. And he lands like so high up into the landing. If you haven't seen it, I'd say definitely go check this one out. Right, that's my sickest thing this week. It's time to go back to the shed.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Toph. That was sick. Berms.
Yeah, it was
Berms galore. I tell you what, Rebecca McConnell winning the Nationals again. She's been like national champion in Australia forever.
Pretty
much forever. And Sam Hill over to Fox.
Oh, moving over to Fox.
Love it. Love it. Blake, what else are we talking about this week?
We've got so much coming up on the show, but GMBN shop shout out. We've got so much great merchandise out there. Some cool apparel.
Blake,
There we
can
go.
I just interrupt you there? Whilst on the subject of apparel, I've got you some treats.
Shameless. Shameless.
Is it?
Are they for us?
I've got you a hat each,
Is that mine?
No.
Oh.
and
Hey, look at that.
so you can look like me. Look at that. Martin, you just need a fishing rod now.
I'm going to need this snowing
There you go.
outside.
Amazing. You've sort
It's
of
snowing outside.
nabbed our GMBN shop
You did.
promo, really, John. But I suppose we should be grateful.
Thank you
These
very
things
much.
are available too. But I tell you what, you should definitely check out. Like Blake was saying, the GMBN shop's
Merch.
got some lovely merch.
We've got
in
some
it.
great stuff, and it's a great way to support the channel as well. So head over there.
And Muck Off do some nice stuff too.
Don't you?
Don't they just? Right, we're going to get into the rest of the show. I have got a hack and a bodge for you boys that you are going to really love. I'm not sure that's how you wear them,
This
but anyway.
is a bodge, isn't it?
Let's take a look at the hacks and bodges. Okay, into hacks and bodges, and you boys are going to love this. Look at this bike. Now,
What bike?
No, but check it out, right? This is from Oliver, and he found all the parts and put this together with a stick welder with his mate.
Okay, now that's really hard. Doing it with
And it's
arc welding
actually
is...
brilliant. Because it's got like footrest, it's got a really, really weird seat that doesn't look comfortable. But I bet,
see it now.
do you know I can see riding that?
Who?
Sam Pilgrim.
Yes.
Sam Pilgrim needs to get on that.
Oh, dude, that looks horrendous.
Next up, we've got
That is
very,
horrendous.
very subtle lighting added to a bike. This is from Paul in Surrey. He spotted this one out on the road.
Oh my gosh, that's like
think about that?
It's an outdoor floodlight.
It's pretty
The
severe.
battery is in that plastic tub in the back.
Imagine when he turns that thing on, it would power
Oh
it
my
backwards.
Well, you get an instant suntan.
Incredible. Yeah. And lastly, in our daft section of hacks and bodges,
That's well cool.
I like that.
now
that's
that
really
is
smart.
a hack, isn't
That
it?
is a hack. Would it work there under pressure? If you were to put down the power,
I
it
don't
would-
know. What
Actually,
I
it
love
would.
is he's folded the tines over to
I
make
think
a little
that's.
cage.
I think
But left
that's
one.
That is from Max.
That's a
That is from
fucking
Max.
great idea.
That was a fucking great idea. I like that. That's good.
Very good, very good. Right, now let's have a look at our bodge this week.
Oh, yeah.
Bodge this week, this one's actually pretty cool because out on the trail, okay, your linkage is gone, you've lost a bolt, what do you do? Well,
The obvious.
here's the solution. Get your old GoPro mount out and fix it.
With cable ties
Ross
as well.
has done that over in Cumcarn. Nice fix.
And he done it 3 years ago, and it's still going.
No way. No way.
Imagine.
That's a pretty good fix.
That
well
is a
done,
good
Ross.
fix.
Well done.
I like that.
Pretty cool.
And lastly, in Hacks and Bodges this week, we're going to have a look at our hacks, which are the fun bits. First one is, this is so overkill. Like, when you've got to waste a brake. Basically, it holds the
So if
paper.
you smashed your derailleur, you just change it down
Yes.
to the biggest, well, you change it up, and it would go in.
It's kind of pointless, but kind of nice to look
Holds this
at.
paper. That is actually, you could,
Louis has done that one. Well done,
like
Louis. And
Yeah.
next up, Chopper, you're not bad at darts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I
Played
like
a
the
few
game of
games with
darts,
you, and
yeah.
you're good
Yeah,
at darts.
yeah.
I was thinking on this.
Look at
It's
that.
from Patrick. He's in Castlewelyn. And
That's where
I
you're
was
from.
thinking, wouldn't the darts hit the ring?
If you're that bad, yeah.
But surely they don't go straight in, do they? Sort of
Well,
with
they
a
should
bit
go
of an
straight
arm.
in, shouldn't
Yeah, I mean, if you hit it pretty dead central, it'd probably wipe all your
So that would
electrics
work. You
out.
reckon that
but
would work?
I think that
It's a
could
dart.
work. If it was maybe on a 29 or a 32 wheel, that could probably
Change the wheel size.
change the wheel size, but great idea.
Right, well, there is some amazing hacks and bodges in there, some really silly ones. Chopper, you've got to pick your favourite now. And the one you pick, right, we're giving a GMBN race top to, so this is serious.
Ooh, that's big.
Don't take this lightly, man. Don't take this lightly. You've got
Well-
to pick a good one. So what's your general vibe? There was the fork. You like the fork.
I like that because there's a lot of puns there.
There's a lot of pun,
But-
and you do like a pun.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, go on.
I think it was the darts guy.
Really?
Off.
No, I'm no, I
You
do.
are saying, really?
Not the fork.
Patrick.
All right, I will change my. I like.
No, that's
You
good.
can't
though.
take
You can't
it
take
back.
it back.
You're
yeah.
watching.
Okay, sorry.
The poor guy's watching.
You're judging.
I
You see,
love-
like that, we gave him influence.
I love-
judging.
You've done
See
it.
how easily influenced he was? And
I've broken.
there is the proof.
I just blew it.
If
my
I'd
own
slipped you a
argument.
tenner, then you'd have gone any way we wanted.
It's true. It's very true.
2 pints of that.
I hope we haven't invalidated you as a judge for the rest of time. I'm really hope
Yeah,
it's
that
not
was
happened.
very indecisive, wasn't it?
That wasn't your best moment. But
I've shown my weakness. I do that daily.
who are you going to go with, you idiot?
I'm going to go with. I like the darts guy.
Patrick,
It's got to be.
it's a done deal. You have got yourself a GMBN race top. Some fantastic hacks and bodges this week. Keep them coming, please. If you go over to the GMBN uploader, the link is in the description down below, and you can go over there and give us your bike vault photos. You can give us your hacks and bodges. You can give us your crashes, and get involved in the show. And you could be winning something. It does happen. It just happened to Patrick, and we love seeing that stuff. So send it on in. Talking about other stuff we've done, if you've enjoyed listening to this lunatic today, right? Me and Chop, we've known each other a long time, and we did a podcast earlier today, which is also going to be a link in the description down below, and it was a fun chat on it.
I really enjoyed that.
It was really fun. It was very good reminiscing, and we got to some strange subjects, but you should definitely check it out. If you fancy a bit of a listen in the car or something like that, you can hear more from him. But don't leave just yet, because we've got more coming in the show. It's time for Caption Contest.
Yeah, Caption Contest. This was last week's picture of myself and Martin Jones. Looking a bit funny.
Looking a bit funny, and I'd like to point out that everyone has started calling Martin Jones, like, Smart Martin.
Smart Martin, yeah. Clever Martin.
I don't like that.
Clever Martin.
I don't like that clarification that he's smart, because it suggests I'm the other Martin and I'm not. So I don't like that. I don't think me and Martin Jones are going to get on.
You will. He's a nice guy.
No, well, I'm not. I won't deliberately try not to get on with him now. Let's have a look at what we've got. Your face in this picture, Blake. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We've got one
Do
from
something.
Bill Hamilla, and he says the exact moment after the mechanic gives you the estimate.
Oh, yeah, no, that is.
That,
yeah.
What's your finish shop? Can you see that one? That is.
Oof.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That one. That's
Near
good.
the end, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
Stephen,
Like, oh my God.
Stephen Graham, he says, Martin got involved in the fan build and fitted cheese grips to the door handles.
Yeah. That is the face I made. Them cheese grips.
Chopper, do you know what cheese grips are?
I saw the story, and I think
They're a good
there was still a
idea.
stench
You're
on your
out on
bike
the
when you were in Whistler.
Yeah.
You're out
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
you were
trail.
there, yeah.
You're out on
Yeah.
the trail, you're hungry, it makes sense.
It's a
It made sense
no-brainer.
at the time.
You should have a cheese saddle.
Cheesy.
Next up, we've got Lee MTB. When Martin connects up the batteries, but Blake hasn't finished the wiring.
Oh, yeah. That will happen soon on the van build. That will happen soon.
Because it's your silly face, you pick our winner. You've got Bill, Stephen, or Lee. Who you going with? They win. Don't forget, they win the stunt mug. That it was on its way to them immediately.
Okay, I'm going to go with Bill, because I think that's quite close to everyone.
Bill, you are a winner. Stunt mug on its way. Oh. That was close. That was close. Yes, if you would like to get involved and try and win yourself a stunt mug, here's your chance. Look at this. Chopper's given us a great one.
Hat chops.
Give us your caption for Chopper's picture there, and next week you could be winning yourself a stunt mug just like this one. Oh, Chopper, you had to catch it, innit? He's so smooth, isn't he?
Mountain biking always doesn't go to plan, does it? There's a few failures in there, and here are a few from you guys.
Jesus Christ, babes. And Matthew, what do you think about
Coming up on the channel this week.
Yes, we have got a very busy and exciting week on the channel this week, and I tell you what, I'm looking forward to this one on. I think it's on Sunday. It's the tandem BMX.
Yes, I'm sorry, Chopper, it was supposed to be on that.
Choppers, why didn't you make it? Chop?
I had a tooth abscess, and I was in so much pain. Lame excuse, but it was unbearable.
Next time.
But next time, if there is another time,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Well, let's make
Here's
another
another
time
time.
because you've got a great idea of what we could do with it.
I want to try a foofanu on a vert.
On a
On a vert.
Imagine the guy at the top.
Oh my God. He'd be like 20 feet.
He'd be in the clouds.
I don't want to
Crazy.
be that guy.
I want to see that. Let's see the warm-up video that's coming up in the weekend. What are you looking forward to, Blake?
Oh, I'm looking forward to shop takeover. GMBN has taken over a shop, mountain bike shop in Shrewsbury.
Apparently,
we're going to sell stuff and buy stuff and fix stuff. I'm not going to buy stuff.
I'm the
Selling.
T-boy.
You are a T-boy, yes. I'm shop front.
Oh my God, that's going to be a good video. And also, we've got a really useful video as well that Rich has done. It's the 5 most important items you carry when you're out on a ride. So that's a very useful video after you stopped giggling from watching us trying to run a shop. Yeah, so don't miss out on those videos and more on GMBN this week. It's the bike vault. We're into the bike vault. Let's see what you guys are riding. First up, you guys are going to like this one.
I like this.
Can you see what's going on here, Chop? Can you see what's going on? It's from Corey. It's his Poly Tie Vault, and it's in North Carolina. But what is happening in this photo?
He's
good.
Leaning it against.
It's a pole. Leaning
against the pole. Yes. I thought
What's that?
I thought
You're
I
going to get a super nice. Yeah, I have super
Definitely
nice.
a super nice for that.
Ooh!
Next up.
It's not a fat bike.
This is from Amanda.
Looks like a fat bike.
It's her giant Fathom 2. It's in Omaha. What do we think of that? That's a lot of pink in it. I'm not sure about the... I think if you're going to go pink cables, it all needs to be pink cables.
I like it.
I like pink.
I like it.
I like pink. I think it's just like one pink cable.
Yeah.
Is it
Well,
enough?
there is one pink cable.
No, but should there be all pink cables?
All of them.
Or is that be too
yeah,
much?
he's trying to be a bit.
Mine looks a
punk,
bit
isn't he?
spaghetti.
No, but it's like you get spokes and you get one white spoke.
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, what are you giving it, Blake?
I'm going to give it super nice.
Right, yeah. Chop can do the next one. Next up, we have got... Look at that picture in the background.
That's
me.
a very old
That's
dirt
me from
shed.
a long time ago. This is Hugo's Cube Stereos in the Netherlands. You asked to match the bike, here it is. It's a Cube...
Stereo, get it? All speakers.
Oh, I only literally just got it. That's actually
Or it
brilliant.
could be like cubed as in the boxes as well.
Chop, you giving that super nice? Or, I mean, the bike, I would not so much.
I think for creativity, it's super like.
Give it the bell.
Give it the bell.
Give it the bell. There it is.
Yeah.
There we go. Next up, we have got Joel and his Scott Spark on Scott. That is a Scott.
And he's
him.
sparkoed.
Yeah, and he's sparked out. Like it.
If you crash like that, that's worth a super like for sure.
Yeah, give that a bell. How
That's
could you?
super nice.
How could you even get in that?
That is clever. But that is a human being in the bike vault.
Oh, that's not technically allowed.
No.
We might have to take
It
that
could be
bell
a dummy.
back.
It could be a
Could
dummy.
be dummy. We wouldn't like to say. Next up, we've got Lucas's
looks like
propane tie.
That looks like a really good stair set to ride down.
Yeah, but the
does
do you know what
look
I think?
really
The
good.
gaps between them are too big. You can't do
Yeah.
nothing with it.
No, it's brrr.
You can gap those.
You could go as fast as you could though.
Yeah. It's
And
nice.
the bike,
nice.
No, I like the propanes.
Well, mate, there's the bell.
It
If you
does
think
look
it's
nice.
more. Come on, believe in yourself.
I'm on the fence.
What do you think?
super nice. I like it. I like it.
Next up, we have got a
Radley.
Radley big one.
I like that. Those hardtails are really nice.
I like the tyres, yeah. Again.
Those are Pirellis.
Yeah. I just like double,
Pirelli
yeah.
Scorpions.
Well, I mean, okay.
I mean, that it looks like the
I like
bike
it. The
could
colour.
fall in the river.
Matt,
He's actually got
feeling that?
The
red
risk-
hopes,
yeah.
red bar ends,
Really?
red chain
It
ring,
is fully-
red hubs.
fully
All
red.
right, next up
cool.
is, look at this. This is from Lee. It's a Zinn Joe Burt Flowers tribute. Wow.
Is that?
Blake, there's a bell. Why don't we use it?
That's nice.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, that's retro.
It's very retro.
Come
It's very
on.
cool.
Yeah.
Guys are insane. What's wrong with you guys? Just because I slagged your whole entire sport and careers off.
Well, maybe
and
you
now you're being really
you shouldn't
funny
have done
with
it, Martin.
Maybe you're in for... Oh, here we go. Blake will enjoy this next one. Ooh, fatty.
Ooh.
This is from George. It's his Rocky Blizzard in Rhode Island, and it's a stunner.
Look at that, flat bars, orange
Yeah.
grips. Look at the size of that rear
They're
mud
great
guard.
looking things. They are great looking things. I tell you what, that's it for the bike vault this week. But that was a red hot bike
was
vault. It really
incredible,
was
yeah.
good. It took us on waves of emotion. I really loved it. If you could send us your bike into the bike vault, then we could continue that wave into next week. We'd all be happy and the world would be perfect. You can do that by just uploading a photo to the uploader. It's that easy. And we will judge you.
Talking about judging, someone's biased.
I really am. I never said I should be a judge. Right, I can't believe I'm saying it because I'm having so much fun, but we're at the end of the show for this week. Chopper, you're a delight, and I'm glad you came. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks.
We had
for,
great fun on that podcast.
For ripping it into me.
Yeah. Thanks for ripping into me.
And you took that ripping well.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I kind of expected it to go a different way on explaining something nice, but thanks for having me on, Martin. It's been a pleasure.
It really has been mine. It's been amazing. Bingers, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you running that bike shop in a few days' time.
Oh, yes.
Lovely.
Cup of tea, please, Martin.
Make sure you love, like, and share the Dirt Shed Show with all those social channels. And until next time, we'll say goodbye. Sorry, Job.
Hi, Chop.
No worries.
Oh dear. That's fun.
Right, see you later.